Hey there, Rub-a-Dub subs, it's Blackmetalwerewolf making a brand new video for you this week. And today I want to talk about metal pre-orders. So over the past couple weeks I noticed that a handful of bands that I really enjoy are going to be releasing albums in 2019, and I'm super excited for a lot of them. The ones I'm mainly excited for, of course, are the new Abath album, Outstrider, the new Darkthrone album, which is coming out on my birthday, which I'm really excited to get that on my birthday, and of course the new Amon Amarth album that is going to be coming out at the beginning of May. So all these things are coming out, I'm super excited to get them, and for a few of them, pre-orders have been announced for them. But as I was looking at pre-orders to maybe get some of these albums a bit early, I noticed something that I considered to be a little concerning. So that is what we're going to be talking about today, metal pre-orders. So I want to start off this video essentially by saying that I don't necessarily have a problem with pre-ordering, especially when it comes to things in the realm of metal. Mostly because I fully understand that there are a lot of countries that are not going to get widespread release dates for a lot of these albums, especially the ones I just talked about in the little intro there. For example, when the new Darkthrone album comes out, I am well aware that is not going to end up on the shelf of a Walmart here in Canada. So going online and pre-ordering it makes the most sense. And from what I saw online, the pre-orders for the new Darkthrone album are pretty modest. You can either pre-order the CD or you can pre-order the LP. So there's something for both types of people. If you like vinyl, you can get the vinyl. If you like CD, you can get the CD. Or if you happen to want both, you can pre-order both. Who gives a shit, right? But I did happen to notice that when it came to the Amon Amarth pre-order, I thought it was a little much. So why don't we just actually take a look at it here. So I'm on the webpage for the Amon Amarth pre-order here, and right from the get-go I can't help but notice the sheer number of pre-order packs that they have for offer here. There are 14 different packs for one album. To me, that seems like a little much. Now, don't get me wrong, some of these packs make perfect sense. For example, if you just want to get the CD is for pre-order. Or if you prefer vinyl, they have the vinyl here for pre-order. There's two different types of vinyls. There's one that has like a blood-splattered look on it, which looks kind of cool. And the haze vinyl, whatever the fuck that means. So, they have different vinyls there you can pre-order separately. You can also get, like, some packs, like they get this a CD with a t-shirt, or the vinyl with a t-shirt. Once again, it makes perfect sense. A lot of metalheads, really, to get their favorite bands on t-shirts, so, okay, yeah, I get it. But the further up on the page you get, I can't help but notice that some of these are a little much and kind of ridiculously priced. So the regular pre-order just for the CD is $11.99, pretty modest price for a CD, I think. But the most expensive one is $193.99, and the prices just below that range from $161.99 to $129.99 and $109.99, and then there's like the $50 and $60 packages here. Those seem like an awful lot of fucking money. For example, when a new Immortal album came out, Northern Chaos Gods, I got like the most expensive pack that came with it, and if I remember correctly, it was only like $70. And it came with like the CD, the vinyl, some posters and shit, a slip cover for my record player. Only $70. But the most expensive one they have here is like almost $200. Like, that seems like an awful lot of money. But, before I judge the price, let's see what it comes with here. So it obviously comes with the CD, makes sense, the t-shirt, a patch, right on. But what I'm finding a little weird here is that they're actually giving both vinyls with this. Why, oh why, would anyone spend that much money to get the same vinyl? So you're buying two vinyls of the exact same album. Like, I get there are some people who are collectors and shit like that, but I have a hard time reasoning with myself buying a vinyl of an album I already own on CD. Like, I get there are some people who really like vinyl and shit, perfectly fine with that, but really, who would buy two vinyls of the exact same album? To me, that's an unnecessary pre-order pack right there. It also comes with this cool shield thing. Personally, I won't be buying that for the shield because it's one of those things that, where the fuck would I put a shield in my apartment? I can see why some people would like that. It's just not something I would spend my money on. Now, I know some people are probably watching this thinking that, if you don't want it, then just don't buy it. And that's exactly the case of what I'm going to do here. I'm not going to be spending money on something that I do not view to be worth the money. And if you want to spend your money that way, then by all means go for it. Of course, it's always a crapshoot when it comes to pre-orders because you are pre-ordering something, you're spending a lot of money on something that you don't know how it is yet. For example, if I don't want to pre-order the new Amon Amarth album, then I can just wait for the album to come out, wait a couple days, see if there are any reviews on it, see what the fans are thinking about it, then choose to go spend my money on it. But that's the thing right there, like, I'm not losing that much money. If I just pre-order the CD, I'm losing like 12 bucks. Like, who gives a shit? If I pre-order that $200 package and the album sucks, you know, that's $200 down the drain, and then I have all this memorabilia from an album I don't even fucking like, right? But, and I'm not trying to make fun of Amon Amarth or put them on ice or whatever here. It's just that, you know, I am going to be buying the album, but I can't help but notice that this is such an absurd amount of pre-orders here. For example, if we go and look up the Dark Throne pre-order here, now we can kind of compare the Amon Amarth pre-order to the Dark Throne pre-order here, where, according to the Peaceville website here, all you can really pre-order is the vinyl. There are some different color vinyls if you want to get a different colored ones, a cassette, and a CD. Nothing that I would consider to be overpriced or an outrageous package here. So once again, I don't necessarily have a problem with pre-orders. It's just that I can't help but compare these ridiculous pre-order packs to what the video game industry has become. Because, like, when I was younger, I used to, like, pre-order video games all the fucking time. But now that I'm older, I realize what a fucking load of horseshit it is and what a waste of money it is. Because you're essentially putting a crap ton of money down on something that you may not even like. And by no means am I trying to attack Amon Amarth here and saying that I think this album's going to be shit, because I don't think it is going to be. I think it's going to be a good album. However, there is the possibility that it might not be that good. Especially when you're spending close to $200 on something that you don't even know if you're going to like yet. So let's say if you were to spend that $200 on that pre-order pack, and you get the album, you're super excited, you get all this memorabilia for it, you put in the album and you don't like it. Now you have an album you don't like, 2 vinyls you don't like, and a bunch of merch from an album you don't like. You know, there's always the possibility of that. And personally, I think the video game industry is suffering because of these outrageous pre-order packs that they're offering. They're putting all this money into shit, and now people are realizing that they're not putting all this money down on something that they might not like. And it could very well possibly hurt the studios that make these games, and possibly the bands that make these albums. If you're putting all this money into something and people aren't going to buy it, it could really fucking come back and hurt you on that. Once again, I'm not saying that you shouldn't go out and buy it. If that's how you want to spend your money, then by all means. Just, I strongly believe in the phrase, vote with your wallet. I stopped pre-ordering video games for that very reason, because I think it was a ridiculous waste of money. And this seems like something I'm not going to spend my money on, because the risk is too high, and I just think buying several versions of the exact same album for over $200, it's really not worth it. Now, I'm sure that I'm coming off as a really big alarmist when it comes to this right now, and I'm trying not to be, because at this moment in time, it doesn't seem like something to really get alarmed and worked up over. To me, this could signify some bad news ahead, I think. For example, like, I get that Amon Amarth is a really big band right now, and they're probably going to be a really big band for a really long time. They make very good music, and you know, I think they deserve the recognition they get 100%. And with that comes record companies realizing they can make a lot of money off of them. So if they can sell a $200 pre-order package, they're going to damn well do it. I 100% get that. But as just a fan of, like, the music and someone who used to pre-order a lot of things, it doesn't seem worth the money to me, especially when there's a possibility of what I get not paying off. As in, what if I'm spending a shit ton of money on something I don't like? To me, that the price tag is too high for something that might not be worth it. But of course, I want to get your guys' opinion on all of this. Do you think these pre-order packages are getting out of control, or do you not really give a shit? It's just something you won't spend your money on. I want to get your guys' opinion on it. And once again, I don't want to be too alarming about it, because this is the only outrageous pre-order package that I've noticed in a very long time, or at least in recent memory. So it's not like it's becoming a very common thing. I'm just concerned that it might be too common of a thing, and which can hurt the industry. For example, if everyone has a $200 package, and you know, people buy it and they get disappointed with it, you know, people are going to stop wasting their money on it, and that could hurt the industry. So that's just my view on it, but of course I want to get your guys' opinion on all of this. Okay, now that I'm done bitching and complaining about pre-order packages here, I can either do an album recommendation or an album warning. Today is another recommendation. The band is Witchsorrow, the album is Hexenhammer. I bought this a couple weeks ago and I really enjoyed it, and I think a lot of you guys will really enjoy it too. So that's it for today's video. If you like what you saw, don't forget to like and subscribe, leave me a comment letting me know what you thought of today's video, check out some of my past videos, and share them with a few of your friends while you're at it. If you want to keep up with me on a more daily basis, you can follow me on Facebook and on Instagram. I also have a P.O. box open. All of that info is down in the description. I also have a handful of patches left for sale, so if you'd like to get your very own, you can click right over here. There's also a link down in the description. Overall, thank you very much for watching, guys, and don't forget to stay brutal.